Hi, everybody. Good afternoon. Welcome to Functional Training. My name is Mike. I hope everyone had a great long weekend. We're going to be doing our warm-up here to get started, so make sure that you have plenty of space around you. We're going to need a couple hand weights and a couple other little objects I'm going to get to later when we do some of our agility work. So we're going to start off by doing a pivot lunge with the reach and a thoracic stretch. So a little bit of rotation involved. So what you're going to do is you're going to turn in a wide stance, exaggerated lunge position. You're only going to go down about halfway. So with the back leg, about halfway down. And if your right leg is in front, you're going to take your left arm and reach over and across your body as you go down. And then up. You're going to pivot to the other side without lifting your feet off the ground, going back down. Now it's the opposite side. So left knee is in front. Right arm reaches over across your body, and it's just a small reach. You're not fully reaching far. You're just bending a little bit. You'll feel a bit of a pull or stretch in the hip flexor region here. So down, reach, and then pivot. And this is where you get a lot of your balance for warming up, is that pivot motion really helps with your center of gravity. So down, reach, up, pivot, and again, other side. Down, pivot. And let's do a few of these. And now we're going to stay down, drop the knee to the floor, place the left hand beside the right foot. You're going to twist your body, reach your hand to the ceiling, hold this position. Bring that other hand down to the floor beside the foot and rotate the other direction. Reaching straight to the ceiling. Bringing it back down. We're going to be standing back up. And we're going to continue doing the same stretch. So down with a reach for 3, 2, 1 more. And then we're going to stay on this side. Okay, we're down. Our right hand touches the floor beside the left foot, rotating to the left, reaching the hand to the ceiling, fully extended, 3, 2, 1, bringing that other hand down beside the foot and rotating the opposite way, reaching nice and high, bringing the hand down, both knees down, lean back, and relax. Okay, great. And what we're going to do next is we're going to stay on the floor, so stay right where you are, and we're going to do some glute bridge variations. So you're going to be on your butt, and then lie down on your back, planting your feet firmly on the floor, digging your heels in, head down, hands to the side. You're going to engage the glutes, thrusting the hips up, lifting it nice and high, and I want you to hold it here for a few seconds. Try to be mindful of the engagement, the contraction of the glute muscles. You're forcefully flexing these muscles here. A little bit of the upper hamstrings, digging down into the heels, into the ground. And what I want you to do now is to lift one leg off the ground. Keep it bent, just a slight bend, and you're only working on one side now, but try to keep the hips level so that they're not tipping to one side or rotating. Okay, so keeping them level. Switch feet without dropping it down, lifting the other leg up, engaging the glutes, keeping the hips level, and we'll go one more each side, lifting up. If you want to try to straighten that leg, you can if you have the flexibility in the hamstrings, or just keep it bent, and setting it down, switching to the other side. And relax. Okay. Staying in the same position, we're getting ready. We're going to go up again. And you're only going to lift it slightly off the ground, about a fist's worth of height. So you're not thrusting all the way this high, not hyperextending your lower back. You're just lifting a fist worth under over the ground. And I want you to hold that. And now what we're going to do is we're going to march. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 10, 10, and relax. Slowly sit up. Okay, just take your time. And then to kneeling, and then eventually standing, nice and slow, change the direction here, okay? All right, perfect. Now, to start, let's grab one hand weight. Okay, so we're gonna do our compound movement. So this is a key exercise in functional training is involving multi-joint, multiple movement exercises that require different components such as balance, coordination, agility, strength, endurance, flexibility, a little bit of everything is involved in the functional training foundation. So what we're going to do here is our single-legged deadlift hinge. So you're holding the weight in one hand and your same leg is lifted and you're going to go down to the ground, kick out the back leg as straight as you can, and then on your way up, you're going to pull the weight up and press over your head. So make sure you have enough space over your head. And to make sure that you don't hit the ceiling, what we're going to do is we're going to change this to two parts. The first part is what you just saw. The second part is adding a reverse lunge when we do the clean. So we're down, hinge on the way up here, and then press as you go back down. Okay, so there's a lot involved here, but that's the idea. We're trying to really get you to think and pay attention to all these different movement patterns. So here we go. So down, up, back, and press. Here we go. Down, extend that back leg, curl, down, and press. Okay? Lots going on here. Balance, coordination, power, range of motion, and strength. We'll do two more on this side. Down, clean, and down and press. One more. Back, clean, down and press. So you can see it became a bit more explosive as we continued the exercise repetitions. I'm going to continue trying that. So start slow and steady. Now, opposites. Down, clean, and then press. Again. Okay, down, clean, press, and reverse lunge. Clean, press. Okay, a few more. Last one. And done. Okay, set that weight down. We'll take a 30-second break here. If you need some water. Otherwise, try to stay moving. Okay, so next you're going to need an object like a rubber band or a pillow or a t-shirt or a blanket rolled up or a towel or really anything, a belt that you can lay on the floor nice and straight. And we're going to use that as an obstacle to do some of our agility and power exercises, some of our hop overs. Okay, so just anything you can find nearby that's just nice and straight. Okay. So now that we've woken our body up with the warm-up and multi plane of movement exercise where we did the lunge with the clean as well as the balance hinge, okay, the one-legged deadlift. Now your joints are woken up. The connection, the mind-body connection is on, and you'll be able to absorb that impact of the explosive exercises better than if you had just started this right away at the beginning without any of those other exercises. Okay, so always do your balance and stability before you do any explosive movements. Okay, so we have our object on the floor, and we're going to do our hop overs. So we're going to start with a lateral movement. So we're going to move left to right, and we're going to do both feet at the same time. And we're just going to do, so we're going to do 10, and then we're going to flip the direction. So just go nice and easy. It's not fast. It's here, land. Here, land. 2, 3, 4. You're not doing a full squat on the land, just a semi squat, bending the knee. 10. Okay, before we do single-legged, switch, facing the other way. And we're going to do forwards and backwards. Okay, and I'll do it from this angle so you can see better. So you're here. So we're forwards, land, backwards, land. 1, 2, 3. Done. Excellent. Now we're switching it back here and walk around for 30 seconds. Shake it off. We're going to do unilateral, so single-legged exercise, same movement patterns. Okay, here we go. So this is a bit more difficult. We're going to incorporate a little bit more momentum to take advantage of the movement here. So instead of doing a single-legged hop and holding it, which obviously is very good for dynamic balance, we want this movement to be more fluent. So it's down, 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 and try to be consistent with the rhythm so that it's not all over the place. Okay, so here we go. Starting on one leg, let's go the right leg and go. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent. Okay, so you'll feel a nice burn in the glutes there because you're absorbing that impact and contracting the muscle only on one side. Okay, left. Here we go. And done. Okay, now we're changing. All right, so this time linear. So we're going to go forwards and backwards, single-legged. Ready? Here we go. Ready and go. And done. Excellent. Other side. And done. Okay. You can move that object. Take a minute break here. Okay, and we're going to hit the ground. You need one weight on the floor. Take your time getting in position. And before we start the next exercise, we're going to do a couple deep breaths. So we'll go 3. Ready? In through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay, excellent. So now our lower body's working hard. We're going to incorporate a bit more upper body, but as per usual, we're involving other components. So we've got core stability and muscular endurance of the legs as we're performing the upper body movement. Okay, so you guys know this one. We're going to do our push-up plank position. If it's too difficult, you can do it from the knees. We're going to aim to do it with the toes. This is a progression. So really try to challenge yourself and do it from the feet. So you're in your push-up position, holding the plank nice and strong, and you're going to take the weight, pull it to the opposite side, and then you're going to do the same things. Under, back to the plank. Under, back here. Okay? All right, so make sure that's on the outside hand. Ready? Here we go. In position, hands under the shoulders, up to the toes. Have a wider stance than normal. Grab the weight and go. Opposite side, bring it back to the middle. Opposite side, back to the middle. Halfway there. Last one. And drop down. Lean back nice and slow. And we're going to stand up. Take a bit of a water break there. Okay. So this next exercise is the most strenuous. It will be the most intense as far as effort level. Okay. When we talk about intensity, it's subjective, right? So is it strength? Is it endurance, cardio? Like what is it that's making it strenuous? So it's really a bit of everything. This will, on a scale of 1 to 10, aim to be about a 7 or 8, okay, as far as intensity goes and level of difficulty, because it takes a lot of control. So what we're doing is our half burpee with the front raise. So the coordination involved here is pretty unique because you can't use the momentum. So when you go down into your half burpee, you're only coming up to here, and then you grab the weights and you raise them, do a shoulder raise, okay? We're not fully extending. We're not standing up all the way. We're always down, so our legs are constantly working. You're down, kick out, grab the weights, shoulder raise, down, and repeat, okay? A couple deep breaths here. We'll get ready to go. We're doing 10 all together. Here we go. Okay, make sure you have enough room behind you. Okay, so ready? And we're down to the floor. Here we go. Kick out, jump in, shoulder raise. Down, again. Halfway there. Two more. And drop them down, standing up, take your time, walking around, active recovery. Okay, we don't need those weights anymore. Put those away. Okay, down to the floor. Okay, 3 deep breaths. Sitting on your heels. I want you to raise your arms up as you inhale through the nose and lower them as you exhale through the mouth, okay? So here we go. Okay, All right, so we're gonna do our Breakdancer exercise. Another great floor exercise you can do. Doesn't involve any equipment of any kind, and it really works the whole body. Gets you moving, contracts everything, upper body, lower body, core. A lot of coordination and balance for sure. Okay, so what we're gonna do is here, and we're gonna go 12 all together. No movement. We're not incorporating the crab walk component. Stationary, and you're gonna rotate the right arm to the left foot, opposites. Go lift your butt as high as you can off the ground when you do the rotation. Here we go. Feet planted, lift off the ground to start, ready, and then go, touch, lower down. But you're never touching the floor. You're constantly lifted, okay? Opposites, down. Okay, messed up on that one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. And done. Drop it down. Just rest. Okay, staying in this position, we're going to do an ab exercise, figure eights with the legs. So hands planted right where they are, leaning back, feet together, and you're going to do a figure eight pattern with your feet. You're going to draw the number 8. That's it. Okay, opposite direction. And drop it down. Excellent. Okay, let's cool it down. Let's do some stretches. Pigeon pose, front leg bent, back leg start with it bent. I want you to just reach over here, the opposite side. I want you to feel a bit in the hip flexor first. Bring to the middle. This time I want you to lift yourself over top of that front leg and try to extend your back leg. And then lean back. Okay, now we want to feel the glutes on the outside leg here. And drop the weight down. Slowly switch sides. Okay, cross the legs. Bent and bent. And to start, take the opposite. So if it's your right knee, take your left hand and just reach. And then we're going to extend the back leg, raise our weight over top. Again, feel the glutes on the outside here. And lean back. And drop it down. Just hold it here for a second. Lean a bit. Okay, and then we're up to our knees, hands and knees. 4-point position. Hands directly underneath your shoulders. Cat-cow stretch. So starting with a neutral spine, which is right here, you're going to arc the back nice and high, engage the core muscles here, and then release it and go the opposite way. Negative curvature in the lower spine there, and then arc. And down. Arc. Down. One more each. Okay, and we're going to do our kneeling hip flexor quad stretch. So 90-degree angle of the knees. And what I want you to do to start, just bring your opposite arm across the knee and then lean forward just right there until you feel some tension. And hold this right here. Okay, bring it back to the middle so you're facing forward. Lean back, release the stretch. Going down one more time, progress. Lift the foot forward, change the angle. Try to go down a little lower and rotate and hold. And just a tip, if you ever want to engage more of a quad stretch, the rectus femoris part here when you're doing the hip flexor stretch, is find an object where you can lift your foot up onto an object, or if you have the flexibility is to hold your foot while you perform that stretch. Not everyone can do that, so even just some kind of bench or rolled up towel or pillow to rest your foot elevated. Okay, just a tip. 90-degree angles, leaning forward, arm across, hold. Back to the middle, leaning back, make it harder, and down. Back to the middle, leaning back, both knees sitting on the heels. Child's pose stretch, reaching forward, stay seated on your heels, and tuck your head in and hold. Leaning back, deep breath. One more time, sliding forward. And leaning back, final deep breath. And done. That's great. Okay, thank you everybody for joining our functional training workout today. Hope you got a good little workout in, and we'll check you out on IGTV later. Thanks, have a good rest of the week, and stay safe and be well. Thanks, guys.